Dear students, in this lecture video, we studied about the second part of the module 4, that is grounding. The topic is grounding. Under grounding, we studied about the introduction to grounding and what is the difference between the grounded system and ungrounded system. First, we studied about the definition of grounding or the earthing. The first one is connecting frame of electrical equipment, that is non-current carrying part to be connected to the earth. Earth is nothing but the soil. The second case is some electrical part of the power system or any system, that is the neutral point of the star connected system, one conductor of secondary of transformer to be connected to the earth, that is the soil. In the both cases are called as the grounding or earthing. This connection to the earth may be through a conductor or some other circuit element such as circuit breaker, resistors, reactors, etc. What is the importance of the grounding or earthing? Why the grounding is essential? Because of the following reasons only, the grounding is very essential for the electrical system as well as the human beings. The grounding protects the personal, that is the human being, from the short circuit current. For short circuit protection, we can use the grounding. The next, the grounding provides the easiest path to the flow of short circuit current, that is the fault current, during abnormal condition, even after the failure of the insulation. The third reason is the grounding protects the apparatus and the human beings from the high voltage surges and lightning discharges. So for what are the reasons? Short circuit protection, and then easiest flow for the flow of short circuit current, that is the fault current, and the protect the apparatus which are connected in the any electrical system, and then human beings from the high voltage surge and lightning surges, that is lightning discharges. For this purpose only, the grounding or the earthing is very essential. Now you see the diagram. So the left hand side, this is the electrical system without earthing. This is the electrical system using with earthing. So what is the difference between the without earthing and with earthing? We already know the definition of the earthing or grounding and then importance of the grounding. Now you see, this is the distribution transformer, primary and secondary. The one phase of the secondary of the distribution transformer is connected to the electrical equipment through live wire and neutral wire. Suppose the fault occurs, that is during faulty conditions, but the electrical equipment does not earthed. Under such situations, the human body touches the electrical equipment. What happens? The faulty current passes through the human body to the earth. Okay, because we didn't give the earth. So the current, the fault current or the short circuit current passes through the human body. So then what happens? Then the human body get shocked or died. Any chance is there. So this is without earthing. Suppose the electrical equipment earthed. You see here the distribution transformer is earthed, but the electrical equipment is not earthed. But in this case, the distribution transformer, one of the secondary phase of the distribution transformer is earthed as well as the electrical equipment also earthed. Under fault conditions, now the human body touches the electrical equipment. What happened? There is no current flowing through the human bodies. Only the fault current flows through the earthing. Okay. So therefore, we have to protect the human body from the fault current and also protect the equipment from the fault conditions. So this is the need and necessity and the importance of the grounding. What is the advantages of grounding? It is used to protect power system equipment, substation equipments, and then electrical system equipments, anything. And then the grounding of electrical equipment ensure the safety of the persons handling the equipment. This is the advantages of grounding or earthing. The grounding is nothing but the method by which we can avoid ourselves from electrical hazards. Major part of the grounding process is earth. The earth is a good conductor which is used to provide a conductive path for the fault current or short circuit current during abnormal condition or during faulty condition to the earth by using low resistance wires. What are the classification of grounding and earthing? One is equipment grounding, another one is system grounding. In this lecture video, we studied about the equipment grounding. First, you see the equipment grounding. The process of connecting non-current carrying metal parts, that is the metallic enclosures of the electrical equipments which are connected to the earth, such a way that in case of insulation failure, the enclosure effectively at earth potential is called the equipment grounding or equipment earthing. The equipment grounding connects the non-current carrying conductive material such as cable trays, junction boxes, motor frames to the ground or earth. Three different types of categories of equipment grounding. One is ungrounded enclosure. Second one is enclosure connected to neutral wire. The third one is ground wire connected to enclosure. Now we see individually how to study all the three categories. Now you see the first one, ungrounded enclosure. This is the 230 volt power supply which is connected to the motor through phase and neutral. So it should be, that means to the power supply, this is the ground potential. Here you see this is ungrounded enclosures. We didn't grounded the motor. What happens? That means the current flowing through the human body then to the earth, because here there is no earth. So this is the metal enclosure. The metal enclosure not grounded, that is ungrounded. Therefore, the human body touches the metal enclosure, immediately the fault current or the short circuit current flows through the human body to the ground only. So this is the ungrounded enclosure. The second case is nothing but the enclosure connected to the neutral wire. Here you see this is the metal enclosure. Okay. Here the enclosure connected to neutral wire. You see this is the enclosure. This is the metal enclosure connected to the neutral wire. So during the abnormal conditions, okay, so the current flowing through, that means the metal enclosures and then to the neutral, then this is the circuit closure like this. Okay, now you see how and all means that is the current flowing through here IL, then the metal closure. Okay, then you can neutral, then comes to ground. This is the enclosure connected to the neutral wire if the switch is closed position. Suppose the switch is not closed. Under this, what that mean? The current flowing through the metal enclosures, okay, and then to the human bodies, even the metal enclosure connected to the neutral also, then to the ground. This is the difference between these two. Okay, the first bigger figure, the enclosure connected to the neutral. So therefore the switches also is in the closed position. Therefore the fault current flowing through switch line and then metal enclosure neutral and then earth. But in this figure the switch is open, even the metal enclosures are connected to the neutral. Now the human body touches the metal enclosure. So the fault current flows through the line, metal enclosure and then human body to the ground. Even the enclosure connected to the neutral wire. This is the another type of equipment grounding. The third category is nothing but the grounded wire connected to enclosure. Now you see the circuit diagram. The switch is open. The metal enclosure is connected to the ground. This is the ground conductor. Now during faulty condition, any abnormal conditions, how the faulty current will flow to the ground. So the fault current, even the switch is open, the fault current flows through the line and then metal enclosure, then to the ground through ground conductor only. So there is no current flowing through the human body. So now the human being protected from the abnormal conditions. This is the three different types of the categories. Now you see what are the advantages of the grounded and ungrounded system. Already we studied what is mean by grounding, what is the necessity of grounding, if ungrounded mean what happens, everything we studied. So now the advantages of the grounded system is nothing but it will be a stable neutral point, the life of the insulation will increase and it will get general safety to the personnel as well as the equipment due to the operation of the fuses. The over voltages due to sudden lightning will be discharged to the earth if the system is grounded. The earth fault relaying will relatively simple. So these are the advantages of grounded system. What are the advantages of ungrounded system is simple voltage. That means the system voltage increases, protection complicates and then arcing ground. These are the advantages of the ungrounded system. In the next lecture video, we studied about the one of the type of the grounding, that is the system grounding and ungrounded system. In this lecture video, we only studied the definition of grounding, what is the importance of the grounding, if not grounded what happens, and then what are the types of grounding, equipment grounding and system grounding. In this lecture video only we studied about the equipment grounding definition, what are the category of equipment grounding, and then the equipment grounding three categories I explained with circuit diagram, and then advantages of the grounded system and ungrounded system. Then the difference between the grounded and ungrounded system. Now you see in the grounded system, the detecting of the fault location is very easy, but in the ungrounded system, suppose the single phase to ground fault, that means one phase is short circuited with the ground, that is the single phase to ground fault, that is the line to ground fault, LG fault. The system, that is the ungrounded system, can continue without interruption. The second thing is the arcing ground is eliminated in the grounded system, but the phase to ground fault current is low in the ungrounded system. In the grounded system, the insulation equipment, that is the equipment should be insulated, which is designed to phase to neutral voltage. But in the ungrounded system, no need to invest on protective equipment. In the grounded system, high voltage due to transient line to ground fault is eliminated, but in the ungrounded system, due to the absence of zero sequence current, the radio interference is minimized. In the grounded system, earth fault protection can be used easily. But ungrounded system, there is no earth fault protection system can be used. These are the difference between the grounded and ungrounded system. Students, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understood the definition of grounding, classification of grounding, importance of the grounding, and then what is the difference between the grounded and ungrounded system and the advantages of a grounded and ungrounded system. Thank you student for watching this video.